Greetings, Ani, Bojo, Kwekwe. It's Catherine here and Brian from Moonstarlodge in South Central Ontario with your Indigenous perspective on all things cartomancy. And this month, the astrological reading is for Capricorn, and the interesting part of this month is that we have a full moon on August 1st. It's a super new moon, meaning it's in perigee, or it's the closest to the Earth that it can be in its lunar orbit. And so consequently it has a big impact on those of us on Earth. And then on the 16th of August we have a micro new moon, which means a new moon in apogee. So by that point in its orbit around the Earth, the moon is the farthest away that it can be. And so in shamanic culture, we do a lot of journeying at that point, and a lot of things like soul retrievals and journeying with the dead and that sort of thing. At the end of the month, we have a second full moon on the 30th. It's also a full moon in perigee. So all these times that I'm mentioning are good ceremonial times to ceremonialize your life and your connection to Source, however you choose to do it. But do it. That's important. These astrological readings, by the way, are an experiment for August and September. We need to see that people are enjoying them, so your like and your subscription to the channel, very easy to do, they're just one-click things, helps us to know that if you're liking it, you're subscribing, and it's worth the time and effort to do these videos. It's 2 full days to not just create them, but to get them uploaded. So we want to know that you're happy and supporting us in this endeavor. So we will continue. Anyway, Capricorn, let's go to the cards. So these are the 4 tarot and the 4 clarifiers, this being the ancestor card, and this is the astrological support card. So we start with the 6 of stars, and the 6 of stars represents the 6 of pentacles, giving and receiving, sharing what we've got, and the flow of energy that this creates. It's clarified by the Justice card. This is an interesting card for clarification. It's balance. It's making something right that hasn't been. So the sharing brings about justice, and the taking the higher road aspect that justice asks us to do impacts the sharing. So it's a win-win situation. It's followed by the 9 of Moons, which is emotional happiness with family and self. It's contentment. It's the ultimate situation to be in. And it's clarified by the Connection card. I find this card interesting because these crowns are repeated down here. So connection with others is imperative for Capricorn in the month of August. I know it's summer, and I know that we like to just get away and be by ourselves and get away from the crowd and work and all of that sort of thing. But we have to remember our primary connections, and the one that is the most important right now is our connection to Source. And that's going to sustain all this momentum that started for August. We have the energy of the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is innocent. It means the energy of messages is coming. It's curious. It's looking at new ways of communicating, and that's really important. And it's clarified by the 6 of Swords, which is about shifting direction, going on a new beginning. It can mean something like going on a spirit quest. Basically, we're looking at the successful new direction without a lot of effort. It's rowing our boat to new shores, so to speak. It's clarified by the Hierophant, and here's this crown again and the keys. The key is important. These keys are the opening. The Hierophant is the wise one, the sage, the spiritual version of the emperor in some ways of looking at it. The one who brings spiritual law down to earth to help us here know that. So this energy is here for you, Capricorn, to use to recognize what's right in your world and to correct anything that isn't right. But know that you have a great deal of wisdom. And it's clarified here by self-reflection. This is a waning gibbous moon card. So self-reflection is the honest administering of what you know to be spiritually correct to the self. So everything is about balance here, and I just love this reading. So that's a good one, Capricorn. You can turn the camera, Brian. So please remember to like and subscribe. It will certainly help us out in this experiment. Send me a coffee if you can. Leave a comment, and we'll always respond in some way or another. So, miigwech, thank you.